We're just days away from a federal deadline for the state to keep childcare funding from going off a cliff. But how's that done and who's responsible is still unclear. Anna Saunders joins us live in the studio with reaction from providers. Anna?
Gina, on one hand, you have the legislature who says that the Department of Human Services has the $30 million needed for that September 1st deadline to keep the now required enrollment-based child care funding model going. But DOHS says they still need legislative help. Stuck in the middle, in the dark, are the child care providers who this would ultimately impact. Jennifer Trippett runs Cubby's Childcare in Bridgeport, the largest center in the state, but she, like other providers, are worried about what the plan is for the upcoming funding cliff.
It's kind of like, who do you listen to at this point? Is DOHS wrong? Are the legislators wrong? How does one side not know what the other side can and can't do?
The federal government mandated that states must now reimburse child care providers based on enrollment rather than attendance. It must be implemented by September 1st, but the problem is that came with no funding.
What's at stake here is that in order to be able to pay for that, the only option, unless they get more money at DOHS or unless they have more money stashed somewhere that they can use, would be that they have to kick kids off who are receiving subsidy.
Governor Justice said child care would be addressed in a special session, but now it's unclear if that will happen and if it will be more focused on child care tax credits or the funding cliff. Providers say the funding is the more pressing issue as they can't budget and hire without knowing for sure what's going to happen.
The bulk of our children are Connect paid, which are subsidized payment, which is paid through the state or federal. I would say 90%. So that's what funds our daycare.
DOHS has not responded to my questions on Monday, but did tell West Virginia News on Friday that they do have enough money to last them until December, but need more help from the legislature. Trippett and Terry say right now they aren't getting communication from anyone on what to expect.
This isn't even about my business at this point. This is about families and children in the community needing to be able to continue to get subsidy. Does childcare need more funding in other ways? Absolutely. But we haven't even started down that road yet.
Now, August interims will start next week. A memo was sent out by House Speaker Roger Hanshaw and Senate President Craig Blair that told staff they don't anticipate a special session to coincide with the interims. But in the end, Justice has the power to call the session and set the agenda. Live in the studio, Anna Saunders, Eyewitness News.
Thanks so much for watching. Here's another video from Eyewitness News. Just click right here to subscribe to our channel and make sure you hit that bell notification to get the very latest.